path is so unique to me. Like it's my path is for me. I love the fact that what's for me is for me.
Yeah.
Like I'm so selfish with that thought. Like what's for me is for me. Like whatever blessings I receive, whatever home I have or whatever, like it was for me. Like
Yeah.
and I just love that so much, and that's what I always like keep in my mind. Welcome back to another episode. This is your host, Renata Nicole.
And I am Latreia Antoinette.
Hello out there.
And you're back here with us.
Yes, for another episode in our series of Your Blueprint to a Fresh Start. Yes. Last episode we talked about letting go to grow.
Yes.
And today, what we get into, girl? Why you laugh?
Because in my head I was like, girl, I don't know. I do know, y'all. I do know. It's actually how to shift your limited beliefs in creating mindsets geared towards your growth. Whether that's personal development, but we're going to get right into it.
Yeah. So, yeah, after you let go to grow, then that's when you start to reset your mindset, just like she said. So, yeah, y'all, I'm so excited about this topic as well. I'm so excited about the new year. Okay. We still in January, and things are looking good so far.
I had a random tangent.
What? Tell me about it.
Today is what day?
Saturday?
The 18th?
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me of TikTok going away
I was
tomorrow.
just about to
Girl,
say TikTok is going away.
I'm going to make a video on TikTok today and tell everybody, follow me on IG, please, because content is not going to stop.
Listen, apparently Trump wants to save TikTok.
Yeah, but I don't think he gonna make it. I mean, yeah,
we just got one more day.
You know that it was y'all, I'm not good when it comes to all this history and all this senates and presidents and all of that. But there was, I think he was a senate in Arkansas that when they were trying to extend TikTok out for 270 days.
He got killed.
No, he didn't get killed. He just opposed to it. And that's why they couldn't extend it. They were trying to get it extended. And he was the only freaking one who was like, no. Who just raised his hand.
I hate when they be like, I.
Right. Your hand down. Okay?
Man.
Pop, pop, pop. She messing it up for all of us creators out here.
Dude, I was like, oh, and did you hear about the new Red Note? Like the,
I kind of heard
bruh,
about it.
I went down a whole rabbit hole. And now my whole algorithm is about how, gosh,
the Red Note.
Us Americans think that we're free, but we're really in a obelisk something.
Oh wow!
And it's just that we are controlled by rich people, and that, which is true. And then what was the other part about it? They were like, "Oh, you don't want us Americans to have what is it, TikTok, because we know so much, or you're afraid of China getting all our information." Y'all Americans are so petty that they're going to Red Note, and all Chinese app that speaks Mandarin, Gongshu Hai, I think that's what it's called. I'm not at Gongshu Hai or whatever it is. Call Red Note. They was like, I'll give you my social security. I'll give you American volunteer as tribute. But that's sorry. It was just a random tangent because I realized what day it was. But.
Yeah, I think a lot of us are feeling this TikTok going away. Feeling it really. I mean, TikTok planned all my vacations. Like every time I'm going, I'm trying to figure out on TikTok.
I'm trying to figure out a new gym, and I need to figure that out like today. Well, technically, what it is saying is that TikTok is not going to update or fix their bugs. You can still search and everything until it completely crashes.
Right.
I'm gonna need it to just crash for like 12 hours or non-crashing at all, so that Trump can try to figure out how to save it. Because this is the only time I'm going to support.
Exactly.
All right, let's get. Oh, sorry.
Let's go ahead and shift our mindset off of TikTok and on to today's episode.
Yes, please. So today we have our laptops out and we decided to sit at the island today.
Yes.
Because I feel like we're getting into our serious phase, our serious era. Why are you laughing?
Yeah, for sure. Because I always laugh. It's just, I don't know, that's my thing. I laugh, I giggle.
I laugh, I giggle, I wiggle. I laugh.
Yes, guys.
All right. So the first thing we're going to talk about is how to reflect on current habits, beliefs, and your thought patterns. Do you want to touch up on it first? Were you playing with hair?
I was.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
Had a toddler moment. But yes, so basically self-awareness, just reflecting on my current habits, I guess, and let's see. So the start of the new year, I did change some things. So I started some new habits. So some of the old habits that I had, let's talk about the old habits first because the bad habits, like staying up for me, like I used to go to bed on time and I used to wake up very, very early. Now I'm up because I'm a content creator. And so I'm always on the scroll looking for ideas or inspiration. And so I tend to have this thing where I just scroll all night. Like if I'm going to sleep I'm supposed to go to sleep at 9:30. I really don't be laying down to sleep until like 11.
Think my phone's on Do Not Disturb at 9?
Honey, child, I need to do that because I'm scrolling. And for me, the scrolling up until the point to where I physically turn my phone off and go straight to sleep, it definitely affects my sleeping because now my mind is on overload. So I know y'all can relate to this as you're sleeping, but your mind is thinking, like you're thinking about, what am I going to post tomorrow? Like all these different thoughts come to your mind. You're physically asleep, but you don't get to enjoy the fullness of, your rest because your mind is on overload the entire time.
You're talking to someone who got 12 personalities and they all want to come out at night. Where my sleeping pill,
the freaks come out at night.
It's not even the freaks, man. It's oh, you should wear this. Oh, maybe we can go here tomorrow. Right, oh, what are you gonna cook for dinner? Girl, you already know what you're gonna cook for dinner. Right, oh, should we go to the gym at 5:00? Girl, why are you lying to yourself? Yeah, we're gonna go to the gym at 5:00. I'd just be like, what the
right, exactly.
What the truck, man?
Yeah.
That's how I feel. So no, I can definitely relate to you.
So definitely a bad habit that I am gonna be honest, I have not stopped that habit yet. So that is something in my self-awareness and my mental reset that I need to, Renata, today you're not doing that anymore.
It's growth to acknowledge.
Right, because you can't grow without acknowledging whatever issues or whatever you're facing.
I agree.
And the other one would have been grabbing the phone in the morning. I have stopped doing that because I told y'all again, I'm gonna keep saying it on every episode because I'm so excited. I am on 18 days straight of meditation. So I do not grab my phone in the morning until after I meditate and pray. And if I do my reading in the morning until after I read. So that habit I have broke. It has been very rewarding, but now I just got to work on the other one.
Hey, I understand. I think right now my habit is because, I'm about to probably change a couple of things, is that I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I have not had my phone on Do Not Disturb for 2.5 years, and I'm finally putting it back on there. I don't want to think about anything past 9. I want to be in my bed at 9:30, at the latest 10:30, because sleep is it's a priority for me, to where I think I'm going to stop working out in the morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why? Because it's affecting your sleep?
It's just because I wake up so early to go. And when we get this gym membership, I would try to be a gymmer in the afternoon. Okay. I just don't like afternoon crowd. Gym gives me anxiety.
Listen.
I used to work at a gym, and when everybody comes at like 5, I'd be looking at them. I'd be like,
I want to be the 5 a.m. gym girly because I don't want to go in the afternoon.
The thing is,
I feel like for my schedule, the afternoon looks like it's gonna work better.
Yeah. So if I work out with my husband, then the afternoon is perfect because he's a night shifter. I'm a morning person, so sometimes it's just I don't want to poke the bear.
Right.
Because then he's going to be in like this days of I don't know what to do. And then he's going to sit down in the gym. And then you're sitting down. I'm not saying it affects my energy, babe. But I just sit here and be like,
Right.
Are you gonna lift up the weight?
Yeah. Are you okay this morning?
And then we're on two different growths. So like I'm gaining muscle to get to my goal of 120, and then he wants to lose weight. So I realized that when we went to a trial gym, I do chest with him and upper body, but I realized that we were working out on our pecs when, yeah, I'm about to get up. I'll never get up on this podcast. But he had me go, and I was just like, so if y'all listening, y'all gotta watch it. But I was like, are we working out pecs today? My boobs gonna be like this. But yeah, that's one of my things. And then a habit. I don't really know my habits until I actually do it.
Right, yeah.
My thought patterns, they are very rapid, and I need to actually start writing them down because I will forget with all the things that are happening in our lives to where I'm like, oh, I was supposed to do that.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes if I can write it down, I can go ahead and pencil it in, and then I can work on it. But right now, my current habits, my current.
Oh, Lord, child. She had a moment, y'all.
Now I'm going to let you go.
What? You good? Okay. I'm so curious. I guess off the pod, hopefully I remember to ask you, girl, what was that about?
You better write it down.
Right, because I'm going to forget too. We just forget.
But I'm practicing when, like, outside of writing it down, if I can think about it and I can if I can respond right away, I want to. I used to have this habit of, if I'm thinking about you, I'm going to send you that message, and I want to continue that because a lot of people will feel like they feel important,
Yeah.
Hey, I thought about you today. Like yesterday, I literally called my brother at 8:30 my time, 9:30 his time, and asked him if he was working. He said no. I was like, oh, I just missed you. It's awkward because affection to him is weird. So I'm just like, I just missed you. It's been like 2.5 days, 2 days, and I haven't talked to you.
Yeah.
And I know that my life, like my work schedule has been all over the place to where I don't even care. So,
yeah.
But yeah.
I feel you, girl. I feel you.
Anything else you want to touch on that one?
Not necessarily. Okay. No.
How do you reduce exposure to negativity? I'm very curious on how you do it, and then I'll share how I do it. And I've actually learned it from you, believe it or not. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I definitely remove myself from people who no longer serve me. Any toxic relationships. I did I guess like a friend cleanse. So I did a friend cleanse, and I got rid of relationships that were just for a season or just wasn't meant to be at all, honestly. And that part has been great. So my friend circle is really good. It's really healthy. It's thriving. So that part is good. I also don't allow myself to be in certain environments either, y'all. Like I don't go to the club no more. That's not me. It used to be fun, but it's too much going on in this world.
I haven't been to I've never been clubbing, but I've been to hookah lounges, which is a great vibe.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't been in a while. And every now and then I miss it.
Yeah, every now and then.
But the BYOB is what gets you in trouble.
Right. Yeah, that's for sure. I like some speakeasies, and I love restaurants that give that feel, but you're physically in a restaurant.
Yes.
So I do love that. There's some places here in Dallas that I really, really enjoy. And then I'm careful on what I watch, y'all, too. You got to be careful what you watch when it comes to negativity, which I actually have a story on. So what was it? Thursday, I took my husband to the movies because his birthday's coming up.
We went to the movies.
So, did you? Yeah. On Thursday?
No, Sunday.
Oh, okay. Oh. And we went to see The Den of Thieves.
Me
too. And while we were watching that, well, before the movie actually came on, there was a trailer that came on. And I do not remember what the movie was called, but it was basically a scary movie.
Was it with Brandy?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm. It was a scare. I can't even tell y'all what the trailer was even about because that's how much I had to protect my spirit when we was in the movie theater. Okay. But at the end of the trailer, like, it was this noise of some type of, it was like a weird like a noise or like a chanting, and like me and my husband immediately was in the movie theater like this. We was like, and I literally was like, I'm calling on Jesus today. Wow. I said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I said, I'm calling on Jesus today because I was just like, I just started saying like all these like affirmations. I just started like praying like whatever it is that's coming out, like protect me, protect my mom, protect my spirit, protect what I'm hearing, because y'all, you never know. Like, I know it's a movie, but some people in these movies are actually practicing things that are meant to give out negativity, and we have to be careful what we're watching because we will feed into that, and then those things will start to like manifest some kind of way in our life. And
I have not watched a scary movie in a very long time, and I used to really like scary movies, but at the same time, it scared me to death.
It is, and you should not have to experience that level of fear.
And because there's a movie that we just do not name in this
Don't even say
I can't. It won't come out my mouth.
Good.
That's how it won't come out. And the
don't even let it come out. There you go.
It can't come out. The actor actually passed away.
Oh, goodness.
And the actor portrays a really good scary dude because he was in another movie. Not part 2, because there's not a part 2 of this. It's just a remake of this. But I'll tell you what he played in, and then you guys can think about it. Okay. So in Final Destination, the very first one, where they went to the funeral place and they were cremating the body, or like the examiner, he played the creepy examiner. African American, tall. That's all I can say, because it still haunts me till this day.
Okay.
It was so bad to where my mom. Ooh, I'm shaking.
Ooh, see.
My mom was trying to get me out of being scared, and she did it, and I was like, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Girl, no.
Okay.
Yeah. Reduce that exposure to negativity.
Yes. How recently, you spoke to it last season about removing things that don't serve purpose or like has nothing to do with your social media. So I've actually been, I don't follow TMZ anymore. Okay. I don't think I've ever followed TMZ. Sorry. I don't follow the Shade Room anymore.
Okay.
I do still do Daily Mail because half of the time it's really not negative. It's just gossip. I don't have a lot of like, like back then on Facebook, be like a bunch of world star videos where people are fighting. Yes. I don't have any of that exposure. Literally, if you look on my search, it's hair, food, workout, fashion, maybe a little bit of travel or date nights. I don't see anything negative to me. And then I am a big firm believer, and I will still practice this to this day. If it stresses you out, peace out.
Right.
I don't like it when, like, if you're at like a typical employer, well, Trey, you're quick to leave a job. No, I'm quick to tell you my opinion, and if you cannot fix it, therefore, I don't need you. You need me more than I need you, because just like I am replaceable, I can go somewhere else and make more money than here.
Right.
I just choose not to because of the care and dedication I put in people, like in childcare, when you see a high turnover, it's not fair for those children to lose another teacher.
Yeah.
So I will stay until they transition, and then I'm gone.
Right.
But I'm going to warn you that I'm leaving.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want with that, but then you got to tell those parents why I left.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then, like, there was this one girl at my last teaching school. She was like, I don't know if you're playing or not, because there's no smile. I was like, I'm not playing, but with that negativity and that energy, you need to leave. Because my 2s don't need to be exposed to that. My 1s don't need to be exposed to that. My 4s, my 5s, anything but 3s don't need to be exposed to that. Because you don't know what they're exposed to when they're at home. You don't know what kind of violence it is. I'm just not, I'm very, I wouldn't say closed off, but I'm very guarded with my energy. But at the same time, I am, I know my worth around social environments.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if I know that it is easy for me to clock in and clock out and mentally don't care about this stuff, then I need to leave.
Right. No, for real. I agree. Yeah.
But that's how I kind of really expose myself to negativity. I'll give you a chance to fix it. If there's no fixing there, then it's time to leave. I don't know what to do. Like, I've tried, and if I can peacefully walk away and say that I've tried, and in a relationship, in a relationship, I've been in a marriage for a whole 13 years. But in like a friendship, in a working environment, a co-working environment, I can't play into that gossip. I am 31 years old, and I just don't have time for the shenanigans anymore.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that stuff is very, very old. And
it's very kid-like behavior.
It is.
Or childlike.
And it's crazy because you do have to, like, really, like, consider that with the type of people that you do have in your circle. Because they say you are who you accompany. And you may, like, for me, I may have had some friends that were a little toxic or whatnot. And I may not have been like that way, but
you're growing to be that way.
Yeah, like if you see us together, if you see her and you know her, then you're gonna automatically think I'm like that too.
It's just like,
and I'm not.
It's just like when I was a cheerleader, I would hang out and call this girl my sister, but then when I realized what she'd be doing, you can. Yeah, I know. Listen,
like, no.
I lost my virginity after high school. Okay, no. No.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. 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 The negative habits will definitely rub off on you. So.
Yeah. But yeah, I've just learned.
I just want to stay pure.
Positivity. Yes. Like I literally I want to learn
so
to
much.
just zen.
Girl, let me tell y'all. Well, yeah, y'all. I'm about to say you, but yeah, y'all.
Us.
Right. My husband is the most
oh my god
positive freaking person I have ever met. It is so freaking crazy.
Doesn't it frustrate you? Because
how you just like,
because my husband is the same freaking way. Like people be like, how are you with her? What do you mean? She's all happy-go-lucky, like a bunch of high energy. You know, you're just. I said, no, he's not. He just don't know you or trust you yet.
Right, exactly.
But everything positive. Like I remember this man lost $100 on the street on his birthday.
Right, like literally, like if that was my husband, he'd be like, what's the point of getting upset about it? I mean, our feelings and reactions towards it and us being upset about it is not gonna like bring the $100 back. And I'm like, but when you think about it, y'all, it's so real though.
Man.
Like we be getting so worked up over stuff that we cannot fix.
Driving in Texas.
Oh, girl.
Listen, Linda.
I'm glad I don't have to drive that much. I work from home, so
I'd be like, move your car. What is wrong with you?
See, that need to be something that you gotta work on, cause it gets you like so.
I haven't done it, and I mean it's not that bad anymore because it used to be really, really bad. But he'll be in the car. He'll be like, they can't hear you.
Right.
But they can see me.
That's true.
I was like, you messing with the wrong one today. Sports mode. Zero.
It was definitely my husband who taught me that everybody doesn't deserve to get to know me and my because he's not. I'm not gonna say he's not a people person. It depends on people's definition of that, but he's quiet. But yeah, it does take him a while to open up. But he doesn't let everybody see the real.
Not everybody deserves a reaction.
Yeah, like you don't even get to like the funny him and the fun him. Like he doesn't open that up to everybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's a wonderful thing because they're just honestly protecting their energy. Mm-hmm. I get a little bit envious of like, I'm so glad that you are so calm in any situation, that I've learned to be calm in these situations, because I sit here and I'd be like freaking out. But I was like, remember when I was a hot mess like 10 years ago? He's like, yeah. It's like all the crying and the sensitive stuff. He was like, yeah, that's because you've been around me. I toughened you up.
It's good to have a person like that in your life, especially someone that's like that you get to be with every day of your life.
And I'm forever thankful because I will always say thank you. Mm-hmm. So,
me too. All right. Shout out to the bays.
All right. Let's move on to positivity, affirmations, and self-compassion to replace old stories. I'm still learning to self-affirm by changing the negative, because I've never needed it when I was younger. I was always praised to where it feels awkward to be praised unless I want to be praised. Where, when your parents tell you, oh, you're so beautiful, or some people didn't get it. So when you are told that you're beautiful, that you're smart, that you can do or achieve anything that you want, sometimes that can either help your confidence or that can kind of like destroy your confidence. And I wouldn't say it destroys my confidence. It's just more so I just don't take it pretty easy. Like, I don't like being, this is our last topic, and I don't want to tie it into this one because I think it deserves its praise for it. But when people be like, oh, why can't you, Treya does it this way, why can't you do it that way? Oh, I love when Treya does this. Not everybody needs to be bragged and a negative result to someone, because then that person wouldn't feel like to do that job. That everybody's not like each other. Yes. So how I kind of learned to use positive affirmations is when I doubt myself. Right. Because that's the only way that I can accept it. Okay. Got you. If that makes sense. It's more so, oh, Trey, you can't go fly a kite. I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna fly this kite and it's gonna go super high, Yeah. But I do want to still, like, when I do have children, I do want to give them that praise. Right. But I also don't want to take away any confidence that they may have in the future. Right. Okay. Or, that brag and they praise. Because I don't brag about anything that I've achieved unless I want to be like, oh, hey, I passed my exam. Yay, me. Yeah. But that's it. I don't want to hear about it afterwards. Right, yeah. Bragging is annoying. It's very annoying, and to me, it's not humbling. Now, it's a difference when you are being transparent and you're sharing your successes with people because in hopes that it will bring inspiration. But there is definitely a difference between giving inspiration and bragging. And bragging is, yeah, baby, you can keep that. I don't care. Okay, yeah, just is what it is, and I'll be the one to say I don't care to you. So not my problem, right? But as far as for me, I am kind of big on affirmations, mainly towards things that I want in the future or like pertaining to my success. I am a firm believer of what you
think is what will actually manifest. So whatever it is that you believe in, or whatever it is that you speak over your life, is going to come to pass. So, and I have had many experiences where I have truly believed in something and it really has happened. That's just how powerful the mind is.
Yes.
So sorry. Had a little moment there. It's giving me a beat, so I had to like.
Oh, okay. I'm here like, what?
What is she doing?
It's because it's so normal.
It is so normal. You never know when our little spurts of energy just bust out.
I was like, I'm like over here listening to you. I was like, so did we get a brain fart?
Yeah,
because we've been having brain farts all week. So I'm like,
right? Yeah, it wasn't a brain fart that time. I just was like, okay. Yeah, y'all. But yeah, I'm very firm believer. So when it comes to my affirmations, I'm definitely speaking things that I want to happen in my future. Like I'm thinking of my future self.
Yeah.
Like where does Renata want to be? Like who does she want to become? Like what does she want to gain? So those are the type of things that I put into affirmations, and that's what I speak over myself, so that they can. The more I say it, the more I'm gonna believe it, and the more I believe it,
the more I'm gonna achieve it.
It's gonna happen. Yeah.
You know, that makes perfect sense to put it in that order, and I don't think about it that way because to me, I just go. I'm sorry. I guess so.
I don't even know if they know what's going on. They probably don't.
So, I moved into a new apartment, right? So anytime somebody uses the water, like you can hear the water tank or the water heater. So it's
literally going.
Don't. Like it feels like it's just.
That's why we're like.
It feels like water is dropping from the faucet.
Yeah.
And so
I don't even know if y'all can hear it, but it really like it's a little beat going on. So
we do. Yeah. So we just had to let you in, but no, it's really good to think about it because I do tend to try to put out that positive like atmosphere, like can't say that. Like, I'm going to do very well in my business. Like, I'm thinking it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be such a number one seller. Oh my gosh, I can achieve this. And I'm getting closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. Right. Honestly, it feels amazing when you see it actually fester up in your head. And then you start seeing pieces of... there's a word that I'm looking for. Oh, what is it?
What?
It's like when you see it. Like when you see it.
Visualize?
No. It's a book too.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't gosh. Know. When you can when you put it out in the atmosphere, it comes to you. What is it? It's
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
It's killing you right now.
It's very well killing me. But when you put it out in the environment, you actually start seeing I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know how to explain it. It's not coming to me, but it's basically like when you're putting it out there in the atmosphere and you start seeing bits and pieces of the connection. Like, you were thinking about it, but you might not have typed it or searched it.
Alignment?
But yes, the alignment with the environment.
Yeah.
Like when you see it and then you be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's a sign that you're doing something or you're thinking about something because it's just pushing you to that purpose or whatever that feeling is that may be.
That is true.
So,
that is true. Oh, another thing too, like when it comes to like affirmations, like I was saying, like if you speak your affirmations in the sense of your success, then another thing that's very helpful that I do too is I actually take some time. I don't do it daily, but I take time to sit in silence and visualize. So you physically need to like close your eyes and think of that, like I said, who I want to become, or what I want to drive, or what kind of house I want, what do I want for my career, or whatever. Just sit, or where you want to travel. Like if you want to be a traveler, like if that's your dream to just travel around the world and that's all you want to do and get paid to do that, like just sit and like visualize yourself physically and wherever. Bali, that's my dream vacation. So visualize yourself in Bali in Bali. Like think about activities that you know you want to do in Bali, or like the Bali,
the water,
the swing that's in Bali, like
in that little village.
Yes, and it just brings a sense of like positivity over you too, and encouragement, and y'all. So like visualizations really helped me out a lot too.
All right. Last key point we're gonna touch on is stop comparing.
Don't compare yourself to others. Wait.
Don't compare yourself to others. Your success does it really depend on them. It depends on you. Oh yeah. Okay.
See, you talk.
Stop comparing yourself to other people's journeys, because the way that they got there is not the way that you're gonna probably get there. You can look at their past, but you can idolize it too, but it's only going to hinder your soul and your spirit, because you're thinking that, like if you don't succeed in something, you're going to compare yourself to them. Like, and it can also hinder your confidence. Like to me, I'll share something. I would compare my body to other people's body because I was never happy with my body. I am finally to the point where I am very happy with my body. I feel very confident in my body. But if I see, oh dang, that girl got a fat, oh my gosh,
I don't know why I want to hop up so fast.
She weighs, she looks very healthy. She's got the idol body. But at the same time, that's probably that's not what my man wants.
Right. Let alone do you even know what she had to do to get all that.
Right.
Because like, some people,
it might look natural, but it might not.
Right.
Or the negativity, or the attention that someone may get. Mm-hmm. You might post on Instagram, but if that's how I perceive you, and you're pretty much like the sweetest person.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely don't compare yourself, because it's only gonna break you. Well, I guess for me, because I'm not a licensed therapist, but it's only gonna break my spirit for comparing somebody, because I can't achieve what they have.
Right.
Like, they made $150,000 in sales today. Oh, they got 151 followers in 14 days. Well, they did something that worked for them. I can take what I want from it, but don't compare my success to theirs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That brings me to me saying how I love how my it's a piece of hair. I love how my path is so unique to me. Like it's my path is for me. I love the fact that what's for me is for me. Yeah. Like I'm so selfish with that thought. Like what's for me is for me. Like whatever blessings I receive, whatever home I have, or whatever, like it was for me. Like
yeah.
and I just love that so much, and that's what I always like keep in my mind, because I wouldn't necessarily say I wouldn't say that I guess it could be kind of comparing. For me, it's the progress of things. Like it always seems like for things to manifest in my life, it always takes so long. And I can know somebody who started at the same time as me, and they're further along than I am. And for me, what eats me up a lot, and what I used to beat myself up a lot about is my success, like my progress. Like, why am I still in the same place that I've been in for the past 2 years? But honestly, like we talked about at the beginning for our new year, new energy episode. Like my hindrance is me.
Yeah,
like it's
you.
me. It's my lack of inconsistent. Like, yes, we made me and my friend, or not even it wasn't a friend, but I'm just saying, I'm using friend. Me and this other girl started at the same time doing the same thing, doing the same type of thing. But then you grew and I didn't. And I don't be jealous or envy people, but I be like, dang, Renata, like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing wrong? But when you just gotta be real with yourself. Like, for me, she was consistent and I wasn't, and that's why I'm here and you're there.
And that's why you have to reflect on where you are. So, like, I know that I have this amount of followers, but then I see this person. Oh, she's probably, putting the work in that it takes to push her content. Like, to me, I just do content for fun for the most part. I'm not saying I don't want to, but I just don't see at this time me being an influencer. Like, maybe a brand ambassador, but I don't see myself in the influence lifestyle.
And if you are an influencer, because that's what I am, it's tough. It's not for the weak.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you guys, to see somebody have 100K or over followers and you not even at 2,000 yet, like, sometimes it can be discouraging, but you just have to remind yourself that what's for you is for you, and you are on your own unique journey. And that's my thing. It's not necessarily that I'm comparing, like, oh my God, like, it's just like, what I beat myself up, so I don't feel like I'm comparing. It's just more like, Renata, what are you doing wrong? What are you doing wrong? Instead of, Renata, be consistent. So my only focus this year is discipline and consistency. Like, that's all. I'm gonna give it all I got, discipline and consistency, and we're gonna see where I grow. I mean, how I grow. Like, it is what it is.
But
you're real with yourself.
But I have seen you post your content.
Thank you, baby.
And the quality has been up there. I'd be like, okay, let me see how I guess I gotta get my shit together.
So,
but if you take any key points on one, just figuring out where you are, reflect on it, see if there's any habits or beliefs that you need to change. Be real with yourself. Don't babysit yourself, or I don't know.
You say babysit?
I did say babysit, but like, don't petty. There you go. Reduce your negativity. If it stresses you out, peace out. Positive affirmations. There's ways that you can do it. You can do it the Renata way. You can do it my way. Turn something negative into something positive. And then don't compare yourself to other people, because you not them. They not you.
All this is resetting your mind, because remember, we're in a new year, new energy, new you. That's what we all about
new
right
hair,
now.
Don't care.
Right,
sorry.
Yeah.
I just had to.
I'm sorry. I actually like my hair, like, a lot. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, y'all. Well, thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. Don't forget to follow us. Treya usually does this. What am I doing? You do the outro. Go ahead, girl.
Well, because last time I was doing the outro, I got confused because you did the outro and I said it 2 times. All right.
Yeah, you did. Okay, let me let her do her thing. Go ahead.
Wait.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning into this week's episode. We appreciate you like always. You can follow us on They Love Our Energy podcast. They Love Our Energy on Instagram, and then you can also find us with the same username on YouTube. You can find me at everythingtreya_.
And you can find me at Always Are Nicole, and Nicole is spelled Necchole.
Just like that, y'all.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we love you. Bye.
Yes, we love you.
1 2 1 2, mic check. 1 2 1 2. I say, mic check. 1 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2.